Bop. There we go. Villese against Jordan. Jordan is playing the Mongols here. Villese playing the Japanese. And we are on Scandinavia. And, well, we'll see what the Japanese can do. Mongols should be favored on this map, right? You get 3 boars. You get all this hunt. And Jordan's very fortunate to have the hunt at the back of his base. Villese's hunt is at the front, which could matter. Now, Japanese do have the better fishing ships than the Mongols, but hunt is a big deal here. It's a very, very big deal. These emotes make this stream unwatchable. It's sickening. Thank you. Jordan needs to be very careful with this boar coming in. Japanese CA, let's go. We could see Japanese CA. We very well could. Japanese CA, how did they do against Mangadai? That's the question. They should win that matchup now, right? Mongols also lacking the final skirmisher upgrade. So maybe Japanese are kind of a Mongols counter in late game now? Who knows? Who knows? It's never really been the case, right? Mongols have had all the answers to Japanese with the Mangadai and Hussar combination and the mobility therein. So, we'll see. What in castle? This is a good question. Apparently, Japanese CA also have a bonus for skirms. They do. And missing the final armor upgrade on those Mongol skirms is really going to hurt, right? It's like they don't have any armor at all. Japanese CA against Mongol skirms would be like you don't even have the first armor upgrade. That would be the equivalent. Is that a shorefish and a deep fish on top of them next to Jordan's dock? No. No, they're not on top of each other. Villese has docked over here. And both players are going to be able to keep their docks safe. And I wonder if they're going for the water contest or if they're instead going to go for some land pressure. Jordan is bringing in this third boar. He's going to have a lot of food income. And we can see he's already got the resource advantage here over Villese. As he brings in that final boar, and his food count is going to be insane. And he's keeping his scout forward here, and he's tracking this lumber camp for a very long time, actually. If we look at his scouting, he's kind of been chilling here. He's explored all around Villese's TC, sees the barracks now, and he sees the hunt at the front here. But we don't see a barracks yet for Jordan. Okay, just now placing it. Jordan should go FC, to be honest. Maybe. Maybe. All right, Silent. What is this emote? Friday night. Okay. It's not Friday night yet for me. It's Friday afternoon. But we can party like it's Friday night. Japanese CA do 11 per shot versus Mongol skirms. Oh my god. That is disgusting. 4-shotting a skirm? Oh my god. Yeah, but Mongols, you don't want to go into CA though, Tree. Like if you're going into CA, you might as well just be going into Mangadai, right? Unless you don't have enough stone for the castles. Respect Europe, Dave. It's never going to happen. It's never happened before, and it never will. Militia coming in now from Villese, and I think the best thing he can do with this militia, honestly, is kill the hunt at the back here from Jordan. Jordan will go for the walls over here. And Villese, does he know where that hunt is? He does. He's trying to sneak past here. Jordan doesn't have that many villagers inside of this TC. Just wants to get the militia to the back. And Jordan knows exactly what's happening. He's already shooting this hunt. He'll let it rot before he lets Villese kill it with his militia. And he's weakened the militia to an extent where, and the scout as well, where he can kind of defend himself against this if he fights with villagers. This is what jealousy sounds like. I'm so jealous of Europe, dude. It's one of my defining features. Nice hits on the scout, and Villese only manages to lay him 2 of those ibex. Does have a spearman involved now, though, so Jordan needs to be careful with the scout, but he's got 2 archers. We'll see if Villese can even kill a villager here before losing this rush, and it looks like the answer is no. Jordan doing a fantastic job shooting these ibex before Villese can kill them, getting the archers out on time, and he's going to be able to push this away, and his eco is going to look pretty good. Villese, his eco, not looking bad either. He has the Japanese fish, of course, and he's going to have to keep moving his docks down this way. He's also gone out to collect his hunt for free as he adds in an archer range, and now he's at the point where he just needs to buy himself time because these archers will be coming back across the map, and the archer range is not even up yet from the fin. Dave's never met a European he didn't instantly despise. Okay. Let's calm down here. Jordan has 7 villagers queued. Like, he's got more food than you realize. He can almost click up to Castle Age here. Just needs that second building. Also completing the walls over on this side, and it's a really good opening. And there's the blacksmith right there. Still only 3 fishing ships for him. But the resources collected is very similar, and these villas are about to drop off a ton of food here. It's a good opening from Jordan. The Drush did not accomplish what Villese wanted it to. But still, he's going for a galley and a fire galley, and he's got the dock over on the side. Jordan has discovered that right away. He's sending the scout over as well, so this villager is under threat, especially with this snow leopard attacking her. And he needs to go for some walls to save this Vil. She's going to be all alone in the wilderness over there. Really good opening. Lol, no, it's just Mongols on a hunt-filled map. Tree says, chatting like he's never chatted before. Jordan is up to Castle Age now. It's the biggest chatting moment I've ever seen in my life. I think he did really well to deny Villese killing all of this hunt. I mean, how much food did he get from that? Probably 500 food from those ibex. And if he did nothing against that, like if he didn't have the archers back, if he didn't go for the walls and shoot the ibex early, maybe he only gets 100 food, 200 food from that. He can't go up to Castle Age as quickly. It's double stable now from Jordan, and he's likely to open Step Lancers. Also, phenomenal job from him to keep the fire galleys coming out early and to spot this dock. Villese will go for another dock over here, and he's got the galley patrolling, and he confirms that there is no dock placement. Well, I guess it could be back here, but probably no dock placement yet from Jordan. And I don't think Jordan's that interested in going for a dock over there to deny the fish. He's going to let Villese fish, and he's going to focus on the land. And Villese is still wide open at the front side. He's taking all of his ibex, I think, because he knows he's going to have to abandon this position, so he's got a lot of villagers over here taking this food while he still can. And he didn't make a dock. Oh, no, he just collected the fish. He didn't make a dock over here. Maybe didn't have the wood at the time. She's going to go all the way back over there to remake that dock as he deals with the initial pressure from the archers. Jordan's still keeping his fishing ships alive. And now the Step Lancers are coming out, and a forward siege workshop is coming from him, and Villese can't stop this villager. No Lancers equals no respect, okay? Okay. Ibex almost completed. Step Lancers are in. Step Lancer number is extremely troubling here. And the fact that there's no walls on the other side either is extremely troubling as well. And the fact that there's going to be a Mangonel out soon. Or potentially even, I think you can open Ram here. He's going to open Scorpion. Because he wants to deal with the archers and the spearmen. But I mean, there's not many solutions that Villese has. He has to keep his army back here, and he can't even deal with the siege workshop. Or any of the production coming from that. And it's a monastery now from him. Really, really tough situation he's found himself in. Super tough. And Jordan's just going into more Scorpion production. Does have some more ships over here. And Villese is trying to get the War Galley upgrade and push back. He's gotten it now, so maybe he can kill the fish. But the fish aren't the biggest part of Jordan's economy right now. Double Scorpion at the front. Pikeman upgrade is in from Villese, but the Steppe Lancers are also in. And, oh, there's one villager. These Steppe Lancers are dead, but they can take some villagers with them before they go down. Or are they? He weasels his way out of that wood line. What the hell? Mangonel now coming out from Jordan. Siege Workshop in defense from Villese. Still no hole into this wood line yet. Although I think there is one here. Yeah, Villese got bamboozled. Maybe he thought this bamboo was an actual tree. The Steppe Lancer is in, and more can follow up behind that as Jordan manages to get a villager. Villager count now 38 for Jordan, 32 for Villese, but some idle TC time creeping its way in here for Jordan. Scorpion's pulled away just on time, and Villese has to make sure that he does not lose this Mangonel for free. Also looping around here with a Scorpion, and there's a lot of weak fills, and there's the archers just sitting here. Oh boy, this is getting rough. Villese needs to come back to this wood line probably. As Jordan goes for a second town center of his own, and Jordan has lost the fish. So credit to Villese for winning on one area of the map, which is the water. And he's managed to keep himself somewhat safe. Things are messy here for him, for sure. I think might be saving up for redemption. He's adding more fish on this side. And he actually has the economy lead because of the fish. And he's looped these ones around to gather more efficiently on this side as well. Jordan's being so annoying with this Scorpion. So much gold in the bank from Jordan. So I guess killing the fishing ships has actually kind of impacted his eco. He's had to put a lot of wood into farms now. And he still doesn't have a market to buy himself more food. Also, Villese might be able to snipe this Mangonel. Gets it. Damn, dude. He's defending. Can he counter the Steppe Lancers? That's the question. One monk goes down. Another monk goes down before he gets a conversion. Villese trying to get the attack round. Doesn't get it. And this is, oh, this is disaster piece. The Mongols are here. And the villagers are not. They're simply going to die here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably 7 villagers killed now. Army's still running away. Villese will go for another TC to help defend himself. He's trying to bring in this relic, but that monk is still a long way away from the monastery, and he's forced to go for another town center on the gold. Basically, his only advantage right now is fish, but his eco is still wide open. It's split right down the middle by Jordan's army. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jordan saw the villagers this way, saw the house. Villese needs to make sure the houses are placed. As Jordan is trying to get through here, he shifts over to this house and he's in. Oh, will the TC go up in time? It looks like it will. He'll lose villagers in the process, though. 2 more vills go down. And now he knows there's another area he can target over on this side as another monk goes down without getting a conversion. 3 town centers for Jordan. His food eco is finally up to snuff, and he's on stone with 8 villagers, and this is just begging for a follow-up castle. He can take out this TC with a Mangonel. Doesn't need to castle over here. Castle here would be devastating, though, as it cuts off the main gold from Villese, and we look at his other gold options. Oh, they're not looking good at all, are they? 1 gold over here that's being cut off by that Mangonel. The other golds are like here, here, here. 16 fishing ships and a dream, basically. 38 vills. How does he not get any conversions? Didn't they adjust the conversion timing on the monks? Was that one of the changes? I can't remember all the monk changes. Or was it just the building switching? They didn't? Okay. Villager goes down. Conversion time is same. Okay. Nice snipe there from Jordan. Now he's got 2 mangonels available. As Villese just heals up all his wounded villagers over here. He's going to need something. Jordan goes for a castle at the front. I think the castle should be here. I really do. It doesn't really matter, though, because Villese is investing into a ton of farms. And, yeah, he sees that castle, and he's just like, yeah, it's over. Even with 16 Japanese fishing ships, it is over. Jordan playing that really well. Japanese weren't enough to stop the Mongols here. There's very few civilizations that have enough to stop the Mongols in Scandinavia. I think you're happy if you can even come close to winning a game here against them. Feels like a map where you just have to ban them out. Solid stuff from Jordan. Super positive KD. Food eco is better for him, even with all of those fishing ships on the water. And then gold, stone, of course, much better. Castle time was much better. And that's just the way she goes. Jordan takes the first game to make his name a little bit bigger. There we go. Cool. Okay. So, we go on to presumably Villese's one of his home maps now is Jordan wins Scandi, and he's got Arena and Nomad. Interesting. Win for Mongols, and you can see that's his first pick. Japanese was the third pick here for Villese. Armenians banned out. Georgians not picked. If we're looking at the new civs. Should Mongol gather rate be nerfed to 25%? I think if anything were to happen to the Mongols, it should be that Steppe Lancers don't benefit from the additional HP that the Hussars do. And I think that would be enough. Because Mongols are still... I like the hunt bonus. I like it. I think Mongols are a very interesting civilization. Game 2 coming up. It's on Arena. Ooh. Bohemians for Jordan and Teutons for Villese. All right. Let's see what the Teutons can do here. I don't think an all-in monk play is really an option here for Jordan with the Bohemians. But the Bohemians should theoretically win in the late game against the Teutons, right? Lukewarm! Thank you for the 10 gifted, bro. Appreciate it. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for all the follows as well, guys. Viper going to cast the set now from game 2. Co-cast, please. If he wants to co-cast, we can co-cast. But he probably just wants to chill and thank all his resubs coming in and everything. I'll check. I mean, we'll see. I usually don't like bringing in co-casters for like the second game onward. But we'll see. It's his first day back. Villese playing as Teutons, Jordan playing as Bohemians. I think this might be a situation where Jordan maybe revises his game plan and just goes for a boom of his own. The problem for Jordan right now is the fact that his stone is at the front of his base. So if Villese goes aggressive here with the Teutons, he could cut off his stone, and then Jordan is missing some options here. He does have 2 golds back, though. Relatively back. And I'm seeing a message. I am actually seeing a message in the resources. It says H L Z L O. Or maybe it just says O. I think it just says O. This one says C O. And that's it. It says hole. I don't know if there's any E combinations for the resources. Lols. It might say lols. If we really take some liberties here. L. If that's an L. O. L. Z. Corner check. Corners are slightly more interesting. They're a little bit wavy, you know? Some waviness going on there with the hills involved. I don't know why they decided to add hills on this arena version. I don't think they're ever going to come into play, but maybe we'll have a situation where someone's rat moding after 5 hours and they make a castle on a hill. Viper said no to Cocast, too many alerts. That's what I figured, yeah. That's what I figured. Just to make corners more interesting, they know what the people want. Well, they should have mixed in some wildlife or something, right? What if we had a cactus over here? Imagine a world where we have a cactus in the forest. Viper doesn't like to co-cast with you. It's personal. Oh, yeah. It's so personal, bro. If you can see the history that we've had that in private, it's so personal. Lukewarm, thank you for the 10 subs once again, and thank you for the resub. Appreciate it. He's got all the Villese emotes as well. 23 population, or 23 villagers rather, for Villese, and he's clicking up, and he's going to go FC. And we'll see what the strategy is for him. The relics do kind of favor him. He's got one closer, second one closer. This one's neutral. This one's fairly neutral. And this one's favoring Jordan. So 2 favoring Villese, 2 neutrals, and 1 favoring Jordan. Maddie! He screwed it up! He gifted 5 extra, and he's no longer at 555 total gifted subs. He's at 560 now. Now we just got to go towards 5,555. That's the only solution. I heard you liked us, Dave. Oh no, what is this? What is this emote? Finland heart. Okay, I will remove another emote just so we can have this for this set. If I can find one. I won't tell you what I've removed. You'll never find it. You'll never know. Ah, they figured it out. The mule. Oh no, you get that notification too? Oh god. Don't you have like 1,000 slots? No, I've got 560, Casaro. The man who paid for the slots didn't pay for that many. I wonder who it could have been. It was Casaro. Gas Age on the way for Villese, and he actually got Loom and a villager. So he's definitely interested in coming forward. He's not on stone, so it's not going to be a castle. Might be a monastery push of his own. Jordan is going for a market blacksmith, and Jordan is going up to Castle Age, and Jordan might respond to the Teuton's pick by just booming. Because he hasn't made a barracks, hasn't made the stable for the light cav approach to contest the relics. He's just going to boom. That starting house was a little bit unfortunate for him. So he deletes it. And he goes for a barracks as well. So it might just be monks, spearmen. I think if he was going for the stable approach, he would have built the barracks earlier. Can Teuton Castle reach bombard cannons? Yes. 13 range on that bad boy. Crenellations is huge. Teutons are better booming, though? I don't know about that. The mining upgrades are kind of huge for Bohemians, as well as fervor affecting villagers. I think the boom is relatively similar. Good damage early from Villese trying to open that gate, or hold it open, rather. He's got the villagers waiting here. It's all about aesthetics, you know? Sometimes you just have to make the middle of the map look better. They're waiting to place double monastery. That's what's happening. Or maybe siege workshop monastery. Bop! Bop! There we go. Eco upgrades on the way now from Villese. Remember, he spends less wood on the farms, which means you can, you know, get your food eco rolling a little bit faster behind this push than normal. And Jordan, against the Teutons, says, screw it. They have conversion resistance, but I don't care. I am going for triple monastery. Why is it monastery with Teutons always? Because they have a really good monk tech tree and they have conversion resistance. And Villese is coming in with the battering ram. A monk follow-up as well. He doesn't have the second monastery yet. As Jordan gets fervor, atonement, and the wood upgrade. Look at this fervor icon. How creepy is that, dude? That's me when I see my face in my I'm watching something on my phone at night and then I see my reflection. That's me. Second monastery is out from Villese. He's working his way through the walls. Jordan has not gone for a second TC yet. He's all in on the monk production. And he's going to try and get the conversions here. Atonement is coming in from Villese. And he might be surprised when Jordan shifts the conversions over to the monks. Might be surprised that Jordan has attempted to go atonement here. I mean, when you have conversion resistance and you have atonement yourself, as Villese adds in a third monastery, you're just going to win. Like, you're just going to win any monk conversion battle you have, unless you get extremely unlucky. And now Jordan will realize his opponent has atonement. He's getting redemption now to convert the siege, but like, it's a bad situation to be in. Me at 2 a.m. on my phone. That monk is Villese's. That one is his. That one is his. Oh no! Oh no, dude! Oh no! Your monks are mine. Your monks are mine. Oh god, GG. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. And give me that. What a wonderful game. KD is 0-0. Eco KD 0-0. 16 minutes and 10 seconds. And that is just not the strat from Jordan against Teutons. It's just simply not. Villese had 6 monastery monk production, basically. Yeah. Why do you need to make more monasteries when your opponent's just going to give you monks? Oh boy. That's 5-0 conversions. And that's just a bad strategy from Jordan. It's just simply bad. Maybe if he had this stone in the back here, he changes his strat a little bit, but Having the stone forward felt like he needed to protect that. Felt like maybe he could have caught Villese off guard. Did I redeem it? I did not redeem it. There you go. Finland is activated. Just for the set. Bye, Dave. Have a nice stream. Bye, everyone. See you later, Chemical. Arena is a win for Villese, and he's got a win with the Teutons. And that's a loss for the Bohemians. Jordan has Spanish for Nomad. I just realized that. Villese let that creep through. Sheesh. Yo, Showtel and MLBZ. Thank you for the gifted subs, guys. Appreciate it. Sheesh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many followers today. What the hell? Honestly, I think that might be the Viper effect. People coming back to AoE 2 and then exploring the category a bit, maybe. I've gotten literally like 60 followers already today. There's always a question how many people will come back, right? Or T90 effect. Well, T90 is not streaming yet. He will be streaming tomorrow. Let's see. What the heck? I just got like 10 new follows. Facebook effect? Yeah, maybe. We love you, Dave. That's why we're here. Button Sponge, thank you for the gifted sub, bro. Appreciate it. Bum, 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 bum. All right, Gold Rush is coming up. Villese does have Chinese, which are incredibly powerful on this Nineville start. They get 12. And you can keep your TC running. But Jordan's going to have Poles. Cool matchup. Speak for yourself. I'm only here for the blender. Well, the blender giveaway has already happened. It was in Switzerland. It was a very lucrative thing. You had to be there. He loves us, EU frogs deep down. You're German now, Exocep. You ain't Irish anymore, buddy. Super German. I saw Exocep the other day huffing schnitzel. That's right. He couldn't get enough of it. Huffing? Yeah. Like sniffing it. Who can blame him? I don't know. Ever hoovered schnitzel? No, I haven't. But maybe him. He's a schnitzel sniffer. That's a great insult. I'm going to use that next time I'm in Germany. All right. So Jordan playing as the Poles here. And we have Villese playing as the Chinese. Now, Chinese, you can see, already ahead in villagers. 3 seconds of total idle TC time. You start with 0 food on this Nineville start with Chinese. Previous tournaments had you start with minus 100 to try and balance the civ, but then they figured out maybe that's a little bit too much. And with 0 food in the bank at the beginning and 3 additional villagers, you can get those rhinos in really early or put all your villagers on goats, and you're able to sustain your TC production after Loom comes in. And that's what makes them so strong here. In addition to all the other things Chinese get, a varied tech tree, cheaper technologies as well. So they can do the damage for sure. However, we know that the Polish eco is insane to back this up. And Jordan already has a full work. Once he gets to feudal age, he'll start dropping some farms with horse collar, getting that instant food from them. The maps are fairly even in this generation. Both of them are up against the side, and both of them are going to have a little bit of a struggle walling up. I think it's going to be a little bit easier for Villese. Maybe he could wall here, to the edge, right? And then wall across like that. Jordan has a lot of open space, and his stone is pretty far away. However, he could somewhat easily wall this entire corner and get full work set up. Speaking of corners, that's about a C tier corner. That's a good... I like this corner. How do we feel about this corner? I think this is A, at least. This is C tier? Rock? Exactly. I like the cracked earth terrain here. Oh, that's a decent corner too, but I actually like this corner better than this corner. And then this corner is underwhelming at best. The floor really puts it together. I agree. It's got good feng shui. The other corner has too much going on. Exactly. Why is S higher than A in the tier list? Because one of them is alphabetical order. The other one means super. I don't know what S means. It's an anime thing, maybe? I don't know. Sorry, Dave. Objectively, the east corner is best. Objectively? No. What map offers the best corners? Serengeti has really good corners. Serengeti has super good corners. There's a lot of variety there. Okay. Jordan's up. He's going for his stable. He's going to get the wood upgrade. He's going to get the farm upgrade. And he's going to start dropping some farms over on this side. And he should come out to the stone here. Double resource generation by being on that. Villese is actually opening with an archer range. The meta is to open scouts here and just take a little bit of, if you're not going super aggressive, that is. It's to open scouts, wall up, see if you can pick away at any of your opponent's villagers or whatnot. But Villese is just going to open range, wall up behind this, have a few spears to protect his walling villagers. Exhibit A. And try and make his way to Castle Age sooner than his opponent. Jordan going for the lion rush. And he's gathering all of the lions. That's 4. Okay. Is there any more lions you can gather? That's 5. He's coming in. Gate wall, but there's still a way around, we believe. Scouts are in. They're in! They're in, dude! Delete it! Delete it, bro! Oh. Well, that didn't work out very well. That didn't work out super well. And there's another line. There's an archer coming forward. Archer army coming forward from Villese now. Jordan will find this. He'll be tracking this perfectly fine. And behind this, he does have skirmishers. Also got some of his farms set up and another full work over here. He's still in with the scouts. And it looks like he killed a spearman, but... oh, he killed 2 villagers somewhere. Right. Sorry. We're watching a lion rush. Sorry. We're watching a lion rush. We can't be watching scouts over there, okay? It's just simply not in the cards. As another lion comes in on this side and another lion dies. We can go back in time. Since both players are fully walled here, we can go back in time. We can kind of examine how these villagers were lost. We see one villager going down right there. He's dead. And then the second villager goes down on this side. So Villese forgot about this guy. Okay. Cool. Speed up a little bit. Nothing much is going to happen here. There's still a hole in Jordan's wall. But he's going to patch that up. And he's going to start getting his farms up. But he doesn't have horse collar, guys. Jordan went for the farms with poles around the full work before he even got horse collar. Missing out on a little bit of that extra food being dropped off. Not great. But still, killing 2 villagers from your opponent with the Chinese, you've already kind of negated the villager advantage that he had from the beginning. And Jordan will need to run away with these vills. His vills will heal over time with the poles. So, as long as he doesn't lose them, they're going to be fine. Still running around with a few scouts. Still looking for reinforcements from Villese, who is almost in a position to click up to Castle Age. 37 villagers against 36, but our Polish player here, we know what the Poles can do once they get their full works going. Should be a pretty competitive Castle Age time from Jordan. And he has walled this corner. That's what we were talking about before. He's now got a stone that is available to take. The other one's really exposed over here. But he's got all of this area back here. Stone, gold, wood lines, space is the most important for full works. We'll see if he can get the job done. Disgusting to not have perfectly placed farms as poles. I think he's fine. He's not missing out on anything really here, right? This woodline's kind of disrupting him a little bit, but he's still got this one within 1 tile. So he's fine. Castle Age on the way now for Jordan. Goes out to the stone. And he'll go for another house behind here. As he's defending with skirmishers. He does have fletching, but he doesn't have the armor. And it's an impressive amount of archers already from Villese. It is giving the auto drop off, yeah. You can be up to 1 tile away, I think. So, this is perfectly fine. It just doesn't look as good, you know? Armor coming in for Villese. Bloodlines coming in for Villese. 12 archers on the field, 2 more in the queue. Really impressive level of production from that archer range, but Jordan doing the right things here with his scouts. Able to cut off a little bit of production on this side. And he finally loses the scout in Villese's base. And right now, Villese can't really send villagers forward to make a siege workshop. Because Jordan is hanging out there with the scouts. So there's not really a follow-up here for the Finn. Skirmishers from Jordan are ejected from the archer range. And he's going to push this back. So really solid defense here from Jordan. As he already has almost 300 stone. Could go for 2 or 3 additional TCs, and then think about making his way into Slaughter privileges, maybe the night spam that we see so often from Poles. There's a lot of options here for him. Where is the follow-up from Villese? If you're going to take this forward position, you need a siege workshop. Or you need some sort of siege. Ideally not at your base. It'll take too long to come forward. Jordan loses that villager right away and is unable to get many hits on this house. So Villese is still going to pressure this area. Very, very annoying for Jordan. Good damage here from Villese, and that is stuck in the woodline. My man, are you good? New patch, guys. New patch. No follow-up siege. Jordan did a fantastic job with his scouts back here to prevent Villese from sending vills forward and to cut off some of the archer production early. And he's just going to go into a third town center. Monks now coming out from him. This villager looks like it's angling forward, so we might see a siege workshop, but it keeps the pressure up on the base from Jordan, and Jordan is forced to go into elite skirm to defend himself. The walls aren't enough here. Walls are not enough. Good farm eco as well behind this. 18 farms. And the crossbows are in. They're already cutting off the gold here. There's another gold option from Jordan, and he is getting gold from mining this stone. Doesn't need it immediately, but if Villese can keep up the production and keep up the pressure, it could be really solid. Look at this stream of units constantly coming forward from the Finn. And our last two Gold Rush games we watched, I believe it was Tato versus Viper, and he kept Viper penned into his base. And then we watched Viper versus Andy, and Viper did exactly the same thing to Andy. And even though the player who was playing defensive had the better eco, which isn't even the case in this game, they were unable to get to this middle area. Really unable to take advantage of all the gold up here, too. And there's the siege workshop from Villese. He's sending the villager forward. Jordan going for another sneaky TC on the side. And getting sanctity for his 2 monks. He's going to have to hope for some really good conversions here. That TC is super safe for Jordy. I think it is, because I don't think Villese is going to ever find this. Unless he leaves the spearman on this stone and finds it by accident. 2 skirmishers getting converted here. Jordan in a position to convert them back. And, oh, that's sick. He just sent this spearman to the corner. He's like, I have to make sure he's not expanding. I have to make sure I'm holding him in here. And he's found the town center. And that might be where the first mangonel goes from Villese. He could push the town center or the production buildings here. But this one is so exposed over on the other side. It feels like this is just free damage. There's nothing here to support it from Jordan. Meanwhile, behind this, 69 villagers for Villese is very nice. A little bit idle TC time being accrued. But the farm eco is still looking solid. And the other eco is looking solid as well. However, Jordan has enough stone for a castle now. Does he loop around this way to try and put the castle in the center? No, he puts the castle here immediately. To keep himself safe. And the knights are coming this way. Only +1 armor on them. Jordan needs to make sure that he notices this raid. Oh, he's not noticing. He's going to lose a villager. Loses 2. Could have been way worse. 65 villagers for Jordan, 75 villagers for Villese, and both of them are getting wheelbarrow now. As Jordan will lose the one and only archer range that he has. He's going to keep expanding his full work eco, and these are very good looking farms here. But does he have enough? Even the Poles, will they have enough to push back the Chinese? I love the fact that Villese is looking around with the monks too. It could probably start thinking about grabbing relics at this point. He's going for his first town center in the center of the map. And +2 armor coming in. Oh boy, as Jordan shifts over here, he realizes how exposed this TC is. He probably wants a castle here eventually. But nowhere near there yet. Crossbows trying to stay within minimum range of the skirmishers. Jordan trying to snipe them down and now trying to escape with the monks. And Villese gets 2 of those monks. And he almost gets a 3rd. Hit it! He can't. Knights are killing the skirmishers though. And he does not have an archer range for any further skirmishes. Slot of privileges on the way. That will decrease the gold cost of his knights. And he's going to need that decreased cost because of the gold, or lack thereof, inside of this little area. And he's forced to go also for a siege workshop over here by this TC. If Villese didn't find this TC, and that's the risk that Jordan wanted to take, right? If he didn't find this, it would have worked out fine for Jordan, but he found it right away. And now he's in a position that he's kind of made for himself, right? By placing a TC in such an exposed location. Converted villager in the back. I think that was the monk over on the left side. And that's 11 villagers. Extremely alone. I also don't know how much this Mangonel's really going to do with all the knights and the camels around. There's only one monk here from Jordan. Monk goes down. Mangonel is here. And nothing to be done to save that Mangonel against the knights. Even if he pops out with all the vills, he won't be able to repair that, it feels like. Maybe if he body blocks. Yeah, that thing is ditch. Nice attempt, but that is done. Villese, his eco is looking insane. 42 on food. Really solid macro behind this. Look, and he's dropping more farms. How many place farms is that? 49? 50? 4 TCs? Less idle TC time from Jordan as well. 15 camels to counter the knights. And even with Slaughter privileges, Jordan might be struggling a little bit soon to keep production up from these knights, but he's going to give it a go. We got 4 stables producing. Plus 2 armor is in. Forging is coming in. Bloodlines is in. All of those same upgrades in from Villese currently. And he's finding value against these knights. Lots of knights going down here. Even just fighting under the castle. He chases the weak ones home. And Jordan is back to 5 knights again. Still struggling over here as well. But big shots from Jordan. Crossbows going down. Knights killing some villagers on this side. Handcart on the way from Villese, and he should be able to go up to Imperial Age soon. And he gets the first castle of his own on the very center hill. Now, what Villese needs to do right now is wall off these areas and make sure that, like, stone wall or buildings rather than palisades, and make sure that Jordan has no potential for a counter raid. And then you can focus all of your energy on the center, all of your energy on trying to keep your opponent in. So far, he's done a fantastic job controlling the knight numbers. And Imperial Age is on the way. He can get heavy camel, and then you go into halberdier as well. Obuk are coming out here from Jordan, and Obuk are going to do really well against the camels. So you see them stripping all the armor away. However, if Villese heals the camels back up, they should get their armor back. Right? That's how it works. We'll know in a second. 32.4k res collected, 28k for Jordan. Obuk are so loud. Yes, they are. And here comes the counter raid. And Villese knows exactly what he needs to do. He's doing it. And there's the armor back for the camels. More Obuk production and knight production from Jordan. He's gotten his eco into a pretty safe spot, but he's 110 villagers against 142. Disgusting macro from the Finn. 60 farms right now. While keeping pressure on Jordan's base. And now he's going for full vision with these outposts. And he's putting the outposts along the edge of the map, so he knows if Jordan can kind of expand outwards this way. He's getting town watch. Town patrol would be huge here too. I wonder if he gets that. I think that's a great technology to get right now. The only question is, can he stop the Obuk and the knight combination? Jordan's kind of committed to Castle Age. And Villese will have the opportunity to make Chukanu, which counters both of these units. Here we go. Jordan loses the army, and we know what's going to happen because we saw it speed up there. I forgot it was on 4 times speed. I apologize. But we will see the Obuk go down. We will see the Knights attempt to go for a counter raid and run into the TC. Bracer comes in. Thumb Ring comes in. And Jordan just unable to really do anything. And the like have a rating over here too. Brutal game. GG called. After the 2 villagers killed, which are probably extremely avoidable. And the Lion Rush, which got dealt with really nicely by Villese. Jordan just couldn't deal with the pressure. If he had a better map, maybe, right? If he walled further forward earlier, maybe. But the crossbows early, in combination with the Knights, were just enough to keep him so far behind. 2-1. Jordan's going to need to pull some out here. Slightly better KD for him, but look at the economy advantage. Huge, dude. Huge. He went ahead by 10k res. That's crazy against the Poles. That is wild. That just shows you how good his macro was behind this. What's going on with my Civ draft? There we go. Okay. 2-1 on the series. And then we mark down the map, which is Gold Rush. Loss for Jordan, and that's Jordan's home map. That's not great. Win with the Chinese, loss with the Poles. Boomers love Chinese, confirmed. Is Villese a boomer? I don't really think so. He was that game, true. Okay, Land Madness coming up. Interesting Civ for Jordan. Ooh. Guys, it's a Civ we haven't seen on Land Madness in many moons. It was slightly buffed in the patch. And it is Slavs. Yep, that's a good guess. Slavs for Jordan. We'll see what they can do. They should be, guys, they should be decent, right? Couple bonuses playing into their favor. They have... I think Slavs are going to sneak up on people because they've been getting buffed slightly, ever so slightly. Every single patch, right? They have the additional monk speed now, which is nice off the rip to grab the relics. And we know that people love playing into monks. They have the military buildings giving +5 population, which could really help in feudal age. If you don't have to make houses, you can get more production out. They have 15% faster farming right now, up from 10%. And they have detenants now, which they got like a year and a half ago. All of these things combining maybe into the perfect storm. We'll see. Jordan will be trying to stay alive in this set with the Slavs on Land Madness. We're looking at his map, and it is paused. Why is it paused? We don't know. Looks like the res is fine. Oh, the nice little wavy edge to the map here. Okay. Little pause from Jordan. Villese is playing as the Portuguese, which can be good on Land Madness. You're saving gold on your military units produced. You have the double res incoming from the berries in the wood, and he can't force the board to follow him. Come on. Come this way. Come on. There you go. Also, look at this. What a corner. That is a jungle camp corner. We have everything here. S tier. Yep. Corner of the year. No. That's also a weirdly cool corner. That one's interesting. This one kind of sucks. But this is a corner. This is a corner. For sure. Tiger as a guard. Yep. Okay, so Villese will go out for the mill early. It's the Portuguese, and he's going to get that double resource production coming. And there's the mill from Jordan as he continues to bring in the boar. And I think you should open scouts for both of these players, arguably. I think scouts just give you a lot of flexibility on this map. If you open archers, you're going to have to send like 2 spearmen forward with your archers. Your opponent is usually going to have an archer range with a skirm being produced by the time they get to you get to their base, even if they have open scouts, and you're countered fairly easily, and then they're running around with their mobility. So I think scouts into archer range is probably the more consistent play, but we have seen archer range into scouts work, and that was Mihai versus Sato. I think there was some execution errors there from Sato, however. Did Slavs only get farm buff in latest patch? Yep. Hello, random hero. Welcome back. Thank you for the prime.
Hello at Dave underscore oh hello all.
Hello. How are you? Another pause. What could it be? Paused by Villese this time. Is there an issue with the maps? Doesn't look like it, right? Both have stones, both have golds, both have a berry bush and then one not too far away from their base. Both have deer nearby. After Nilly retires, will he move into your basement? Yes. We will have Dave's Basement Cup featuring Nilly. Yep. Jordan has superior corner. Dude, if he gets over here, that's crazy though. Like, this is a crazy corner to defend. You can't wall straight across this. At least I think you can. They might be connected here, but probably not. But still, you could keep a couple units positioned there and then have all your eco back here. Could be good. Can't wait for DBC. Yep. No, it's not going to be called Dave's Big... No, it's not going to be called that. It's also not going to be called Dave's DBC because we're going to have Dave's Blender Cup before that. Right, so we can't, like, copy the name. We'll have to call it something else in terms of, like, an acronym. Dave's Basement Festival. Yeah. Yep. Both up at around the same time. When will you be co-casting in Warlords? Oh, with Memb? I don't know, I have to figure out a time. I really have to summon the energy to have a webcam. I really, really hate casting with a webcam, but he requires it on his tournaments. Otherwise, I would co-cast with him a lot more, but the webcam is a really big no for me. So, I'll do it. It's just when. Is that because you're bald? No, because it gives me a headache when I have all the lights and everything. And I have to get my room set up. I have to get the green screen set up. I have to get everything going. I don't even have a webcam connected right now. I have to buy a new webcam as well because I'm using my super old one because if you remember the Digitech Playground qualifiers, I snapped the cord on my new one. So yeah. Anyway, Feudal Age is in for both. Jordan will go for the stable, and we want to see the farms. We want to see what the food income is going to be looking like for Jordan. Right now, he's got 355 in the bank. That's super solid. Villese will also go for a stable, and he's going to be making some scouts. And he does have 100 food in the arms of these villagers. So he's got more food than you might think available to him. And there we go. Both with a scout queued. Jordan's got 2. And both have more than enough food to keep the TC running and the scouts coming out. Jordan has already walled in his villagers at the back here, or is in the process of it. Villese has a bigger wood line, and he's walled them in as well. So both of these guys playing very defensively, very nicely. As Villese needs to retreat in the face of 1 additional scout. And he's also walling to the edge. So he's going to try to secure this. It's a bit of a weird wall, but it still checks out, right? Titans League modified this map so it had stone all around the edges, so you couldn't do this. They wanted to prevent camping and whatnot after that Nikov Winchester set where both players just walled half the map. But this version still allows it, and to be fair, we haven't really seen many people going for the super extensive walls. Yo, Kajelinator, thank you for the 25. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gave you my fave.
For you guys watching at work, GitHub is down. Thank you. We're getting word from our correspondent, Constellius, that GitHub is indeed down. How will I read the patch notes on community-made mods? Spearman protecting. And now it's the archer range. As we see the scouts from Villese are forward, and they get a villager. Jordan tries to go for this archer range. The archer range is delayed. A villager goes down, and Jordan can't do any damage at the front here as Villese now comes out for this blacksmith. If he gets this blacksmith down, he could consider walling like this too. He could completely close off his base. Walls in front of his TC, walls like that all the way to the edge of the map. Could make it happen. It's still roaming around with the scouts. He hasn't produced any additional scouts, and Jordan has kept up production. I can't tell you how many times I've seen someone try and make a transition on Land Madness and get punished because A, they stopped making military altogether, or B, they stopped making scouts in particular. Scouts are the most powerful feudal age unit you can make. Even if they're kind of countered by this spearman, if Jordan keeps up the production and gets the upgrades in, he could run over these spearmen and still have scouts left over to attack the villas. So Villese is going to need to be very careful, and he's queuing up more of his own scouts. Slav farmers already kind of kicking in. This food is coming in hot as Jordan now takes a little look around the base. And he's going to find the walls and... Oh, he's in! Oh, he's in! He's in! There was a hole. There was an overchop. There is a disaster in the woodline from Villese. He's going to lose 2 villagers right away. Oh, no, dude. And Jordan just completely runs out the other side. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Really, really sucks. However, at the front side, maybe Uno reverse card. Villese is finding some damage here as these villagers are forced to run to the middle of the map to the dubious safety of his waiting scout army over on the side. Villese will need to keep the spearmen to engage against the scouts, and now spearmen are here from Jordan. And Jordan now pulls an Uno reverse and kills the entire army from Villese. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Scout production, if you cut scout production because you're trying to make a transition into more archers and spears and you're trying to get up to Castle Age faster, a lot of the times it doesn't work and you just get punished. These are the best units you can have in Feudal Age. And now Jordan randomly has these villagers forward and might be thinking about a tower because they're already here. I think you should just back up with those though, right? Probably just back up with those. As he micros down the skirmishers. Great engagements here for Jordan. KD is 10-5. Food is still coming in really at a really, really solid pace. And he's actually housed, which is kind of a good thing because it shows that he's just keeping up his production. He'll go for a tower over here. On the wood line, also ranges the gold. And Villese does not have enough stone for another counter tower, and this one does not range. This might be a little bit too aggressive from Jordan, but he does have the scouts to protect. He does have skirmishers as well. And he's going to find some value over here on the wood line with his scouts. And Villese is now in a position to YOLO this out. This is it. This is over. Right? Skirmishers are here to take down the archers. Scouts are here to take down the villagers. Aggression is paying off. Scout production is paying off. And I think we're going to see Slavs win against Portuguese on Land Madness. The first win for Slavs in a while in competitive AoE 2. Many people consider this civ to be the worst one currently in a 1v1 setting. 39 villagers for Jordan, 38 villagers for Villese, and Jordan has wheelbarrow. So villager advantage and wheelbarrow advantage, and there's another tower coming down. Damn, dude, Villese forced to go out to stone. Try and push this back, maybe. Jordan's food economy is insane. Plus 5% can be big. He's about to click up. He goes for a market of his own. Walls coming down around the tower. That's smart. 15 on food or 55. True. Look at this. And once he clicks up, it wouldn't surprise me to see him mass produce more scouts as well. On the way up, there's the click up to Castle Age. Use more skirmishers. Would love to see another stable here from Jordan. More stables, more scouts. The food is still coming in hot and heavy, and he's actually going for just more skirms. Interesting. Villese will now be farming towards the center of the map where he can keep himself secure with the army. The scouts are engaging against the villagers. And he keeps some of them alive. There's still some very weak ones here, like this guy right here. Like this guy right here. Jordan? Like this guy. Tower's also still at the back. The market has not been built. I think he shift-clicked villagers away. Villese is counting on the fact that he's going to have a market, but he hasn't even started building it yet. Oh, boy. More skirms being added in from Jordan. More spears being added in from Jordan. And Villese cancels the market. He's going to go for another tower here. Another stable from Jordan over here. Needs to get his farming eco up and running. I mean, even with Slavs, 11 on food probably isn't where you want to be. And he's taken some pretty bad fights in the interim. But he's in Castle Age in 10 seconds. And that gives him access to knights, Bodcanero, skirmishers, etc. Maybe monasteries as well. It's moving away with the villagers. Could go for a forward siege workshop if he's feeling spicy. As Villese now sells his stone, buys food, and he's 2.5 minutes away from getting the Castle Age. Can he survive that long? He's going to go for towers to help keep himself safe. Knights don't care about those towers, especially if they get into the woodline over here. Teaser for the final season just came out, by the way. Final season of what? Letterkenny? Shorzy? I don't know. Jordan should look for that woodline. I think he's just focused on clearing the army, right? Kills another villager on this side. Taking care of the spearmen. More knights are coming in. And he's on stone. So he might be thinking about a castle. Maybe. It's only 3 villagers on stone right now. But he does have a market, so he can buy stone if he needs to. And this guy is still surviving. His friend, not so much. What is this? Monastery. Remember how quickly Slav monks move. God, Jordan's not doing a fantastic job expanding his eco, but he has found his way back here. And good quick walls from Villese to stop this from happening. Villagers still going down on this side. Knights working away on the tower. And more knights continuing to raid. Villese is finally officially in the castle age. But Jordan's found the wood line now. Dead. TC now from Villese at the front. That tower has gone down almost. Villagers ungarrisoned. And the move to the other tower, which will soon fall as well. Which country or part of the world is Portuguese Civ based on? I wonder. I really do wonder that sometimes. It's a question that I ask myself often. Second TC. From Jordan, finally. And he still has 400 stone. I don't... Brazil, maybe. Western China, potentially. I don't particularly like the fact that he's just had a couple villagers on stone here. It's nice to slowly gather those resources, I suppose, but in a high-level 1v1 like this, you kind of want to focus your efforts on the one thing. And, well, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because he's still killing villagers and he's still 10 vills ahead. East London. Oh! That gets converted, because of course it does. Has Jordan found this TC? He has not, but he's about to. He hasn't found the TC. Are you for real? No, I'm fake. And that scouting's definitely fake. What on earth was that, dude? Also, what on earth is this? Villese going for a TC to take back this area. Wants that gold. He wants the TC, which will be able to range potentially both of these towers here. He ranges both of them, yeah. So we have Light Cav now roaming around, looking for the monks from Villese. Jordan is actually not that far ahead in villagers, but when we look at total res collected, 4k res ahead. As he comes in here with the Light Cav, Villese realizing he can't really take that fight. Won't be able to get that many conversions, and he does end up getting one, but he loses 2 monks in the process. And the army is going to come forward soon when Jordan has enough for a castle. He's found the town center, and there's the castle. Does he put it up on the hill here? Don't think it's necessary. But it does look appealing, doesn't it? Villese is in a manageable position. I mean, maybe if he was the manager of like a funeral home or something. Oh! Oh, they both died! They both died. And that monk dies too. Town center over here. He runs a crematorium. And he's managing it well. The staff are happy. Everything's fine. That's such a calm forward castle. Incredibly calm. Look at how at the limit Villese is with resources right now. That's a good thing. Like, he's spending all of the resources he gets in, but at the same time, he doesn't really have anything in the bank to make a tech switch if he wants to, right? The upgrades aren't really in for any of his military units. The eco upgrades aren't in for him either. And heavy plow on the way for Jordan. We got 32 on food now for him. So keep an eye on how that food eco looks with the Slavs here. I think it's, how many place farms? 24. As the knights will get into the wood line. Can't out repair that damage. Can't out repair that damage. Light Cav coming in. Monks are dying, and he has out-repaired that damage. It is only a matter of time. This is the FBI. Come out with your hands up. Lessa manages to save another monk. How many monks inside the TC? 2. The monks aren't over here, though. The villagers are still dying, and Jordan wins with the Slavs, and we're going to have to take a look at that food income from him. He actually didn't have that many farms, which was impressive for the production. Like, I think when he got to Castle Age, he had like 10 farms. KD, food is a big deal here. Food is a really big deal. Why aren't his knights attacking? I think he was trying to click in with them. He was trying to click in. Killer Cow, thank you for the 29 months. Appreciate it, brother. Or sister. I don't know. Shouldn't assume. Dave, could you make some camel sounds? I could. Yeah. Dude, if I make a mean camel sound, it is extremely camel-y. Bro is a gender-neutral greeting, but brother isn't. And I said brother. Bro is, sure. Can you make some llama sound? No. Oh, boy. Oh, God. We're going to finish this one off on Nomad. And Jordan has Spanish. But he's... What? 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 He's picked Vietnamese. Vietnamese are not terrible on Nomad. And I know we're going to get people here that say, like, Vietnamese are good on Nomad. They are. They're great. They're fantastic. But Spanish are like the Civ where you could make a million mistakes and you still win. Because they're so strong. There's a reason they get banned out time and time and time and time again. And every single time almost we see them on Nomad, they're winning in 1v1. There's a reason. Because they're just that good. It's extremely confusing to me that he's gone for Vietnamese, but Villese has gone for Koreans. We'll see what he can cook up against the Koreans. This reeks. This absolutely reeks of a GL think tank. Absolutely reeks of a GL think tank. Now, Koreans on 9 villagers are insane here. And I'll show you why. All the villagers start in different places. Koreans get the extra line of sight on their vills. So if you're going to explore with villagers, and you're doing a lot of exploring as you come back from the starting positions, you will get a lot more vision than your opponent. Jordan, very limited vision coming back with these villagers. A lot of vision here for Villese. And he sees this boar, which is kind of important. If he keeps an eye on it, he'll see it being lured to Jordan's TC. Jordan has gone for a dock up in the top here with the Vietnamese. Jordan will know immediately where the TC is from Villese. One of the bonuses there. But Villese will... Villese will be able to take in that boar that he found, courtesy of the extra line of sight on the Korean villagers. Shimona. And he'll see this boar as well. And he's going to send out a villager here as we speed up a little bit. Put it back on normal speed now. He's going to scout with this villager, find a pig. He'll find all of the stuff up here, presumably. And he will probably send a villager down here to find this stuff. Now, you want your pigs initially scouting the shoreline. If you can't see a boar around your base, you want to look for that with the pigs, but you can also scout with villagers around your base. You need to find out where your opponent's dock is. And that's what he's doing. He's got a pig following the shoreline up here. He's got a pig following the shoreline down here. Jordan, on the other hand, he's got a pig up here exploring the shoreline and then trying to look around for some boars with another villager. We'll discover the pond in the center here. But he doesn't see any other boars, and he's using his villager over here to try and look for some, but the nearest one is over here. That's really bad, guys. Really, really bad. He gets one boar into his TC. Villese took the other one that was here, and he's still looking. He's still looking. Can't find it.
Looking forward to the next 25 months of Dave.
Are you? I might be dead in 25 months. Pigs. They're going to have a little piggy conference here. How much you want to bet they do a little dance? Let's get the disco music rolling. How much you want to bet they'll do a little dance? I don't dance. Should have taken the bet. Should have taken the bet. Jordan laming these deer. Just as he just passing. No particular reason. I mean, he knows that the TC is here from Villese, but still, those deer are fairly far away. And he's sending a villager forward. Loom is coming in for Villese. Jordan has a few more fishing ships than him. And Jordan might be able to find this villager, but Uno reverse. This Korean Ville has Loom, and Jordan does not. So he's going to need to run away from this. Villese pushes him away. Let's take a look at the scouting. Oh my god, that's amazing. Look at the shoreline scouting from the Finn. Look at him. He scouted everything. He knows exactly where the dock is. It's either here, here, or here. It's on this top side. Regardless, you're going to come up into this area. Absolutely beautiful. And now he sends a villager up there because he knows precisely where the dock is. And Jordan was unable to find a second boar. So he only had one boar into his TC. Damn, dude. Damn. Shoreline scouting is absolutely perfect. Finds the house, and he even manages to potentially save the pig. Nope. Pig has been found. Let's take a look at the exploration stats on this. 39%? It's only 2 more percent? That's actually surprising. Jordan's done a better job than I thought then. I guess it was this villager coming around. Good job. Feudal Age is in from Villese. And the villager is forward. Jordan is going to go FC. He's up a lot later than his opponent. And Villese will be going for galleys already to snipe the fishing ships, which he knows precisely where they are. Jordan has more sea exploration. Yep. Barracks here from Villese. House as well. He's got houses all over the place here as Jordan goes for another dock on the side. And it's only 2 galleys. And 2 galleys should be enough to snipe the fish if you have this big of a lead to Feudal Age. Should be archer range follow-up here for Villese, and he knows exactly where his opponent is, right? He's not going for another dock over here yet. But it would be useful to scout this additional dock from Jordan for sure. And there's the archer range right there. Galleys are taking their sweet time to get here, that's for sure. Town Watch coming in from Villese is going to help a lot. We'll give a lot of vision on his houses here. Kind of become like mini outposts once this come in. And he'll be able to see the fishing ships potentially running in this direction. Also sees a villager running over to that side as well. One ship going down. Sorry. Just getting a call. I'm a pretty popular guy, you know. He follows the villager over here. Jordan walls him off. And he's trying to bait him in here so he can wall him in, but I think that's too much attention to be paying to that at this point in time. He goes for fire galleys to protect his fish. And he is almost going to be up to the castle age. He will see the archers coming in, so this is good warning. But he doesn't have anything here. He needs to go for a tower. You can't be greedy with this, dude. And it's just too late. He had full vision on these archers. They're still going to get in here, and the tower will likely still go up, but it's probably going to be villager losses for Jordan. No, maybe not. No fletching on the archers. Does manage to get it up in time, so credit Jordan, I guess. Knowing that the archers wouldn't have fletching. Going for that defensive tower and still moving his fish over. And trying to protect them with the fire galleys as well. Market coming up from Villese. He's about to click up to the castle age. He's also on stone. And Jordan still has some fish alive. And the galleys really haven't accomplished all that much. Villager is being chased, though, by an archer and another villager. And Jordan is going to get into Rattan archers. TCing on the stone was huge. Having a safe stone here, you're always going to be able to get up to castle age. It's just what you do once you get there. Even with only one boar in the start, you're gonna get up to castle age on this 9-ville nomad, if you really want to go for that approach. And having a safe stone means that you consistently get into that castle. And he's consistently going to have Rattan archers. How is the Rattan versus Wagon matchup? Wagons win. But Rattans do better versus them than a lot of the other archers do. Did Jordan dock the middle? Nope. Either player's docked it. Alright, fire galley is over here from Jordan, but Villese has the defensive fire galleys there, and he's also got archers over here. Does he see the castle? He sees the villagers building something, and he knows something is up. He could sit under the tower, potentially, and stop this. It's not too many villagers here, folks. It is not too many villagers here, and Jordan is going to need to switch villagers over to the other side. Oh, no, he's being delayed. He's being delayed. Are there any other follow-up archers? It doesn't look like it. And Villese is just buying himself enough time to get to castle age. Jordan might potentially lose a couple more villagers here. He should get this castle up, but it's certainly not easy. And there's even another archer coming along to join the fun. Bye-bye, pig. Poor pig. And now Villese gets the second archer armor for free. I think you just go in here. He doesn't go in. He wants to save his archers. Fascinating. He goes for a castle of his own as well. The deer is kind of griefing him a little bit. Dude. Dude! Thank you. Second town center. From Villese. Feels like he should have gone in there with the archers when he got that +2 armor. Rattan archer is coming out, and we could have a similar situation here where Villese runs into problems. It's just going to be annoying. Can't deny the castle. And he realizes he can't, so he just leaves. Archers still on the prowl. More fires coming out from Villese, and we do have the War Galley research in from Jordan. So he can more easily raid the fish from his opponent, but Villese could go for turtle ships if he wants to go for that approach. which do beat fire ships in the 1v1. I think they win the 1v2 as well. Kind of exposed economy over here. Probably needs to deal with that. Maybe some towers could be useful against Rathids. Wagons could definitely be useful, and I think Jordan's going to have to go into monasteries to try and counter these. Not enough resources here for turtle ships just yet. A lot of wood, a lot of gold costs. And you're producing war wagons at the same time, so pretty difficult to get into mass production of turtles. Damn. Ooh. War wagons are here. Jordan doesn't even have Bodkin Arrow, guys. He doesn't even have Bodkin Arrow, and these things have 5 pierce armor. So it's a 7 attack unit against 5 pierce armor. They don't really care about the tower. They don't particularly care about TC fire with the amount of pierce armor that they have. You can see these 2 war wagons just causing all sorts of problems until the monks are out. And then it's a little bit of a concern. However, one Ratson goes down early. And if he sits right on this monastery, the monk is going to have a hard time getting away. Villager goes down. Fish are still safe from Villese, but it looks like he lost 4 or 5 of them. Meanwhile, Jordan's fish, he's done a really great job keeping them alive and shifting them over to this side. Does Jordan think he has Bodkin? No, he knows. He's getting it now. He just didn't have the food income, right? He's going for a second town center, but Villese has had that second town center for a very long time. Monk is trying to get a conversion, and I think Villese just needs to get out of dodge. He almost has enough for another castle as well. What can he see is the question. Oh my... Look at the exploration here from the Finn. I mean, Jordan's missing a lot of his base, but Villese can almost see the entire map. He doesn't know about this TC over here. But the resource distribution, he can almost see everything. Good pullback from Jordan. I think he would have lost the monk there. He doesn't have the gold for another monk. Pushing forward with the Rathans. He's desperate to do damage now. Villese has a couple monks of his own in defense, and he can send these war wagons back. He gets a war wagon of his own converted. Not paying attention. And they can tank TC fire, but they can't tank castle fire all that well. So he actually loses not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 war wagons. 6 war wagons. Great defense here from Jordan. As Villese goes for another TC on the side. 7 war wagons on the field. 10 Rattans on the field. Extremely susceptible to conversions. This unit. Super clunky. Doesn't move very fast. Monks are a great counter to them in low numbers. The Rattans are still at the back here. Oh yeah, he has 2 of them. I guess he converted 2 of them. Pretty funny. 65 villagers for Villese, and it's 50 for Jordan. And oh no, this is just unfortunate timing, isn't it? Super unfortunate timing. Monk is coming in trying to convert. Will the wagons get it in time? The conversion comes in almost instantaneously. That's actually wild how fast that conversion happened. And he's going to get another one. Oh, God. Armies being cleared up on both sides. If we're talking late game civs, though, I think I have to favor the Koreans, right? I think I saw, was it WWC? I mean, that's a long time ago now, but Koreans haven't changed much since then. Rubenstock go for the full Upseong, or what do you say? Is it Upseong? Upsung? towers. And it was ridiculous locking down the map. A nomad. Les is really ahead on eco. Yeah, and he's raiding the fish now from Jordan. Monastery now from Villese. 3 monks from Jordan only. Rattan archers are horrible. They're horrible against a unit with 5 pierce armor. Yeah. As they should be. Right? Like, as they should be. And here's the tower. Potentially to set up a castle placement over on this side. Villese microing down the war wagons. Those are his biggest threat in these engagements. Jordan now coming forward. He's going to try and micro down these villagers. Does not want that guard tower to go up. He's going to take 2 of them. He's going to take 3 of them. He's going to take 4 of them. And now he has to retreat. He goes for a castle of his own. Also, monks to counter the converted war wagons and the Rattans. As Villese now goes for a castle over here. And he's perfectly positioned to click up to Imperial Age. Jordan going for the Vietnamese over what is the consensus pick strongest 1v1 nomad civilization, which he had in his draft. And now he's losing all of his Rattans. He's going to get this castle up, but so will Villese. And Villese, if he positions the villagers correctly, will have a castle forward and will be on the way to Imperial Age. And he also has a castle not too far away from this one. I thought Rattans were meant to be strong against CA. These are wagons. What's the Korean strength for Nomad games? So they get the extra villager line of sight, which is super good, right? And then they save wood on their military units, which is also super good. They have a strong unique unit, which as we can see is super good. And they get the tower upgrades for free, which is, you guessed it, super good. Rattan's coming in. Jordan's just ignoring the military, focusing down the villagers. It's at 72 vills versus 81, and he clicks up to Imperial Age, but I think he knows he's in a really tough position. Don't think Villese sees this TC. If he did, he can just tower it or castle drop this. Where did the rest of his stone go? I guess it went into defensive towers, yeah. And Jordan can't really push. Neither player with ballistics yet, though, which could matter. As we see the wagons just kind of roaming inside of Jordan's eco. Like I said before, they don't really care about town centers. They care about monks, but that's about it. And Imperial Age is in. Immediate trebuchet from this side. Wagons at the back here should be counterable by his own wagons or by monks. I think he wants to convert these, actually. Wants his wagons back. And these guys still working away inside the economy from Jordan. Cannon galleons in the middle? No, not against monks. Trebs will accomplish everything the cannon galleons are going to do. Is Imskirm the play here? Nope. GG is the play. That is a set win for Villese. 3-2. Koreans over the Vietnamese. And, well, we'll have to figure out why Jordan didn't go for Spanish here. I don't know. Koreans are very good on Nomad, but I don't think they're in the same league as Spanish, really. Maybe you thought Spanish could match up well against Koreans, but I think they do. We've seen the matchup before. Who knows? Anyway, the maps that he won, Jordan looked fairly strong. The maps that he lost, not so much. With the exception of the Gold Rush game. Looked pretty good there. Better eco for Villese. Better uptime as well. And he's going to take that 3-2.